Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn CrossCountry Mortgage. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful weekend. I really appreciate it. Weather's good, timing's right to buy a house, but let's get right down to it. So first of all, I want to share with you, if you are thinking about refinancing because you're overloaded with debt, yes, refinance. If you're just looking to drop your rate or eliminate PMI, don't do it yet. Get on my VIP list. I created one. You can go to webringyouhome.com and do an application, and I'll line you up. So when the timing's right, then we refinance, but not right now, unless you've got a lot of debt. So I had a client recently, and I'll just tell you a circumstance about Judith. Okay. Judith and her husband called me from the radio show, said, Bruce, we want to do a home equity line. We need $25,000 for home improvement, and we need about $15,000, $25,000 to pay off some credit card debt. So I looked at it and I said, okay, I do a home equity line for you. That is going to consolidate your credit card debt and give you $25,000. And the payment on that was like $550 a month for that. So, but they didn't want to do a refinance because they had a 3.5% fixed rate on their mortgage. So listen to this, 3.5% fixed rate on their mortgage, $1,500 payment. Okay. Cheap payment, but they had $1,150 in car payments and they had $1,500 in credit card debt. All of their debts combined, after I gave them a $25,000 line of credit, would have been right at $5,000. It was like within pennies of $5,000. So I looked at that and I went, God dog it, man, there's got to be a better way. But she did not want to refinance that 30-year fixed at 3.5%. Interest rates were 6 3/4. So I ran the numbers for her on the home equity, and then I ran the numbers for her on a refinance. I finally was able to convince her to do the refinance because it was best. Now I'll tell you why. Her mortgage payment went from $1,500 to $2,500, but I paid off both cars, all credit card debt, and I gave her $25,000. Now she saved $2,500 per month, $2,500 a month. That's a huge savings. Now she said, Bruce, I know that's fine, but I just hated to put my cars in there. I don't want to pay my cars over 30 years. I'm like, Judith, don't pay your cars over 30 years. I got them in the mortgage, but you can accelerate that mortgage payment. So I showed her that if she took the $2,500 that I was saving her per month and put it into her mortgage payment to increase the mortgage payment, her house would have been paid off in 8.3 years. Now listen, that's 8.3 years. Now she's got no mortgage. Both cars are paid for. All of her credit card debts are zero. And she did the home improvements. Now she goes into retirement with no mortgage. She has no debts at all. That's how we want to go into retirement. Now she did come to me and say, Bruce, I know, but I really like the idea of saving some money. We were in over our head. So I said, well, then put $2,000 a month extra toward the mortgage and it pays off in 10 years. Now you're debt free in 10 years. You're not retiring for another 12 to 15 years. So now you're going into retirement debt free. That's how you do it. If you'd like honest advice like that, and somebody that can really dig in and help you and will give you the right advice so that you're not going down the wrong path or talked into something by some cockamamie loan officer, then call the Loan Ranger. I'll help you. 407-706-3313 from Orlando to Jacksonville and all the way down to Lakeland. And then I've got my Tampa Bay number, 813-213-4009, 813-213-4009, or webringyouhome.com. That number, all my clients from Cape Coral all the way to Lakeland can call me from that number. I know where you live when you call me from those numbers. So the Loan Ranger right here to help you every single time. Now I want to talk to you about all you folks that are retired, but you want to buy a home, but all the money you have is maybe a small pension and Social Security. And let's just say that that income does not give you enough income to qualify you for the size home you want. And yet you've got money in your IRA, but you don't want to deplete it because right now your IRAs, if you got your money invested in even an okay investment, you're making 12%. I just got off the phone with a guy that I said, how much money you got in the bank? He says 180,000. And I said, well, how much interest are you making on that? He goes, I don't know, about 4%. I'm like, well, you stink. You're not managing your money very well. He goes, well, where do you invest? I said, I can put it anywhere and get more than that. I don't put money in savings accounts and I don't buy CDs. Okay. They're junk. You could put your money in the S&P 500 and it averages 10.8% per year over the last 40 years. Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, and you don't even have to pay a brokerage fee. It's simple. I show my clients how I invest. Now, listen, I'm not a stockbroker. I don't have a Series 7. I'm not a real estate agent. I'm a mortgage lender. I'm a 10th grade dropout. I dropped out of school in the 10th grade. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I don't have a Harvard graduate degree. I don't have a finance degree. I do have a PhD, however, a public high school diploma, but it's actually the equivalent to one. So I got my GED. So there you go. Are you talking to the brightest guy on the block? Probably not. But I've done very, very well with investments. I've done very well in real estate, and I'm excellent at helping my friends, family, and clients with mortgages. I'm very, very good at it. I think I'm one of the best in the country. If you don't believe me, look up my statistics. I'm one of the top producers in the entire nation. And I don't say that to brag. It's not that big of a deal, but it does give me credibility and it should give you a sense that you're talking to the right person. Okay. And you'll never get a sales pitch from me. I will never sell a product that's not absolutely the best product for you. Mortgage brokers will sell you the product that puts the most commission in their pocket. Most lenders will. I will not. That's a guarantee. I will not. I will refuse business. If I don't think you're doing the right thing, I'll say, hey, listen, go somewhere else. It's not my deal. It's not for me. So listen, if you're sitting on assets and you're retired, but you don't have the income to buy the home, you call me. I've got a program that I can take your asset and I can convert that asset into an income stream to qualify you. You don't have to deplete it. You don't have to take all your money out of it. You don't have to deplete your savings to put a huge down payment down on the house because listen, even if your interest rate right now is 6.5, if you're making 12, 15%, I'm actually averaging about 24% on my investments right now. Some were a little more. Some of you will call me, you tell me you're in your 30s. Yes, I've been in my 30s too, but my average, okay. And I'm not super aggressive. I'm mildly aggressive. I've been more aggressive in my days. So I will show you how to do that. I will show you how to not deplete all that money. Why would you want to pull a bunch of money out of the stock market that's making you 15, 20% when you can get when you're paying an interest rate of 6.5? Don't do that. That's stupid math. Don't do that. I'll show you how it's wrong to do that. So that's the Loan Arranger. That's how we do it around here. And that's how we are going to help you when it comes to saving money in the market. That's what we're going to do. So you have questions about it, you call the Loan Arranger. I'll get you fixed up and we will make sure that you're going in the right direction. I see if you guys want to check me out on my podcast, or on iHeartRadio or on YouTube, you can see this live. But for some reason, my camera just changed on me and went to an entirely different camera. I have no idea what went on. Technology, definitely not my best suit. Absolutely not my best suit. But either way, you want my help, I'm here to help you. I can help you with asset depletion. I can help you with renovation loans, construction perm. I got the best construction loans in the market, folks. You can't beat them. Best construction loans in the market. Renovation loans, reverse mortgages, reverse second mortgages, home equity line of credit, VA. Don't think USAA, you veterans, is the best deal for you on a VA. It's not. I guarantee you my terms are way better than USAA or your credit union. Why? I lend more money than they do. A lot more. You call the loan arranger at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009, or webringyouhome.com. You want to get into my first time home buyer class? I'm holding one in Winter Park, Florida on February the 18th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. I'm doing this for free, folks. I don't do a lot of first time home buyer classes. I have other people that work for me that do them, but I'm going to do this one. So you're going to get the real deal. So register. Don't register if you're not going to show up, though. I got limited seats on this. So if you want to come, register at webringyouhome.com. Go to my events page, and you'll see the calendar there, and you can register for the event on the 18th. There you go. Okay. I'm actually, I told you earlier, I'm a 10th grade dropout. I was asked to teach a wealth building class for the moving industry. So there's a bunch of big wigs flying in to Kissimmee in March that own big moving companies. And one of the guys that I've done some mortgages for says, I want you to teach a wealth building class. I'm like, you do realize I'm a 10th grade dropout. You do know that, don't you? Because for me to get in front of a crowd of people, I have to let them know that I'm not a fraud, but I definitely don't have a finance degree. However, I've amassed a lot of money in real estate and a lot of money in investments. So I know what I'm doing, and I will help you. But don't call me up and go, what stock should I pick? I'm not going to tell you that. I'll just tell you what I do. And if you want to follow my direction, you can do it. So, all right, let's talk about, we talked about interest rates, how, wow, we've seen a lot of improvement in interest rates recently. So I think that's really good news. We talked about asset loans. We talked about don't refinance unless you need debt consolidation, construction perm loans, build on your own lot. I got a one-time close. Folks, I got the best construction loan. If you're a builder and you're not using my CP, or if you're a builder and you don't need CPs and you're doing end loans, you should have me and my team as your approved lender to help your clients. You will close more transactions and your clients will be happier. That's who I am. Bruce Woodburn, the loan arranger, 35 years in the mortgage business, going strong, CrossCountry Mortgage. You can count on me for the right advice. Call me now, Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009, or Orlando area, 407-706-3313, or go to We Bring You Home to apply for your loan, or you can sign up for one of my classes. How about that? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't you like to get into one of my classes? Like I said, I'm going to be teaching this one myself. So register at webringyouhome.com. When we come back, I want to talk about other first-time home buyer programs. I've got a doctor loan with no money down and no PMI. I've got VA 100%. I've got FHA where I can do a first and second mortgage, so there's no down payment. I've got everything you could possibly need. Mobile home loans. I got specialties in the mobile home loans. I've got everything you need. And if you're looking for new construction in the Orlando area, call me. I'll refer you to the best builders in town. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, webringyouhome.com, 407-706-3313, or 813-213-4009. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 5.